Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, and home of the Northern Illinois Huskies, and we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see, the Royals taking on a team from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Royals are moving quickly down the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Royals come to the line in the hurry up. They go to the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Offense set on first down. Quarterback keeps it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They ran it on first down, now on second. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 35, he's loose. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Handoff from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hankerson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They want to run this quarterback. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise at the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking for a crease. It's Cousins. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. Using the quick game. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Afterburners coming. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Royals.
Touchdown, Royals.
Well, well, well. Somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Wake Forest packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Deacs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in Winston-Salem. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Quarterback will keep it. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really get...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Royals. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
That makes the score.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that left. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Leaves it with the running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the day. He's been a workhorse, continue to feed him, continue to create balance in this offense. But what a nice day by this young man running the football.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And after the extra point, they're down 4, 17-13. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Last incompletion leaves him still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Gives it to the back on the draw. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. He makes the connection.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for him.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Makes the grab on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Royals... to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Beebe. Firing toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Royals.
Touchdown, Royals.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Trying to find his man on first down. They're setting up the screen. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter.
He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Stewart. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. He's going to pass. Time to take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Play number 9 on this drive. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just going to keep it after the snap. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Coming after him. Pulls it in. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. Discards him with the stiff arm. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. In the waning seconds of the first half, just enough time to try a field goal to take the lead. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. One more snap coming before halftime.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his...
Gonna take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. And sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Leaves it with the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up.
I tell you what, man, this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the fourth down. Now, I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play. Can they bow up one more time, make a game-changing and a momentum-changing type play to give the football back to their offense?
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husky. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think...
Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Wants to throw. It's Beebe. This one's complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pocket starts to collapse. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Royals will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Looking for a block, it's Stewart. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He'll take it himself. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all. Runs on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. After run, now throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. 4th down, no problem.
Northern Illinois right back to the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, with that ball landing out of bounds.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Give to the back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
By the quarterback. Loses 2. It's now third and goal.
They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on third and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll throw it on first down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's loose down the middle. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Royals.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Sam Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. On that last drive, fourth and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here today.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The give to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolute shame. Missed it. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Northern Illinois, 41. Royals, 31.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Royals headed quickly to the line.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his man. It's Cousins. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On second down, wants to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 40, there he goes. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that